Hello, my name is JosephLee, and this is the 10th worksheet for Wineluck first graders. Now, for the first problem we have, first page, we have subtraction word problems. And it says read and solve the word problems. So, we've done this before, let's do it again. So, let's do 1 and 3. Oops, 3. So, it says there are 6 frogs, and there are 4 lily pads. How many more frogs are there? Now, more, initially it kind of sounds like an addition problem, but in this case it's actually a subtraction problem, not just because it says subtraction up here, but because we're comparing two things. If we want to know how many more things of a thing there are compared to another thing, we subtract, and that's why we're using subtraction for this problem. Now it says there are 6 frogs and 4 lily pads. We assume, by this statement, we know that there are more frogs than lily pads, but we have to figure out how many more. So we subtract the lesser number from the greater number. So the greater number goes on the top, and the smaller number goes on the bottom. So we do subtraction. Oops, give me a second. We do subtraction like that, and we do 6 minus 4, we get 2. So 2 more frogs are there than lily pads. It says there are 8, for number 3, it says there are 8 flowers and 4 butterflies. How many more, there's that word again, how many more flowers are there? So, same case here, we're comparing two things. We know one thing is greater, so we have to subtract if we want to know how many more flowers are there. There are 8 flowers, so that's the greater number. So we put it down on the top. There are 4 butterflies, and that's the smaller number, which we put on the bottom. Once again, we do the subtraction setup. We subtract 4 from 8, and we should get 4 flowers more than butterflies. If we want to visualize this on a number line, we can just do this real quick. We can just start at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stuff like that. We start at 8. Since we're subtracting 4, we go back 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Your number line probably looks better than mine, but nonetheless, we get 4 as our answer. Let's move on to page 2, subtraction word problems again. Let's do 2 and 4 this time. So it says there are 5 grasshoppers, 2 grasshoppers jumped away. How many grasshoppers were left? Now this is a word that we can more commonly associate it with a subtraction word problem. Left means that we have to count how many grasshoppers that didn't jump away. So if there were 5 grasshoppers, that's the original amount, which we put on the top, and 2 grasshoppers that jumped away, which we put on the bottom. We calculate this out. 5 minus 2, that is 3 grasshoppers that are left. Alright, let's do the same thing for 4. 9 frogs were sitting on a lily pad. 4 frogs jumped off. How many frogs were left? There's that word again. So we know we have to subtract. 9 frogs were originally sitting on the lily pad, so we put 9 as the top number. 4 frogs jumped off, so that means 4 is the bottom number. And then we just subtract 4 from 9, and we get 5 frogs were left. Once again, we can do this on a number line, but I'm not going to do that here for the sake of time. Alright, so we have addition facts for the third page. It says find each sum. Let's do 1, 5, 9, and 13. So 8 plus 3, if you can't do mental math, which that's totally fine if you don't, you can just draw a number line again. Start from 8, you just go an arbitrary or some random number ahead. We start at 8, and we go 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right and arrive at 11, which is our answer. Alright, same thing for 5. 5, I'm pretty sure you could just do this in your head straight away. It's a pretty common operation to do. Actually, in this case, we're actually adding 8 to 1. But if you know something about addition, is that addition, you can do that in any order. So 1 plus 8 is also the same as 8 plus 1. So we're just adding 1 to a number. That means just one more than that number we're adding to. So 1 more than 8 will be 9, and that's actually our answer. Alright, so 9, we have a pretty nice making or problem that'll make out to a good result. 5 plus 5, it's a pretty common operation. You add 5 to another 5. If this one is probably one you should memorize, and 5 plus 5 is actually 10. Same thing here, 6 plus 6, anything doubling itself or just adding itself to itself, that will be, for this specific instance, this will be 12, and just any number added to itself, so like 3 plus 3, that equals 6, these are good to know and memorize. But obviously, if you don't want to memorize them, you can just do it on the number line for now. Alright, and now we have the last page, subtraction facts 11 and 12. It says write a number sentence about the pictures. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do 2 and 5. So it seems here that it is a subtraction sentence based on these signs. So let's just write a subtraction sentence about 2. So it seems that we've done this before. And the last time we did this, we counted the total amount of things, or in this case hippos, in the picture. So let's just do that really quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hippos. So 11 is our original amount, or our number on the left here. And we can see that the hippos on the right here are the ones that have left, or are leaving. So we have to count this amount as well. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hippos that are leaving. So we put a 6 here, so we have the first two numbers of our numbered sentence. And lastly, we have to count the number of hippos on the left here to find the hippos that are left, which, if we do so, we get 5. Let's do the same thing for problem 5. We count the total amount of hippos before any hippo left. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hippos. So 11 on the left here. We see that only 2 hippos have left here. So we can just put a 2 there, and we just calculate this out, which we do so by counting the number of hippos on the left. And if we do that really quick, we see that it is the 9 hippos that are still left. And that pretty much wraps up Lesson 10. Thank you for listening and have a good day.